SwoleBenji here. So today we're doing a tier 5 gathering of wood with a tier 8 set with no premium. We did do something on the channel like this, but we had premium, so this is to gather data on how much we can make in 30 minutes or average out for the hour without premium. So yeah, that's what we're doing. We're getting right into it. Yesterday's video we did tier 4, so we got the numbers on that. Pretty good. Not bad actually, you know. So this is 45 minutes before server reset. So that means resources are really scarce, because what happens is all the gatherers log in and they just start smashing like everything that they can, and then they log out right next to the good nodes. We gotta take out this little pig, because he's gonna hit us and interrupt our tree gathering, and we don't want to be away from our mount because we are faction flagged. So this is the starting faction points. By the way, take the total here, 1.35. We've already made 1,000, so 1.34 is our start. So I'm going to type that, and there we go. And in 30 minutes, we'll see how much we made. Pretty cool, huh? And again, this is with the tier 8, so this is with the Avalonian gathering axe. Gathering axe. You get the idea. You guys know the drill by now. This is just another gathering vid. Oh, someone, 1 minute. I'll have to come back for that. These pigs, they follow you for so long. What the heck? Did he lag out? Yeah, he lagged out. So much lag. I hear someone fighting, and he is faction flagged. Oh, that's not good, but I am an 8-3. Oh, he's coming. He's also an 8-3. Look at that. You can tell by the white color of his armor. Oh, he's an 8-2. He might dismount me here. Yeah, he's got me. I'll just Wanderlust. Fuck it. You know, he's wounded. I might be able to take him, but he is in plate. And yeah, that's another thing too. Ooh, there's a hidden treasure I'm gonna have to avoid because I'm being chased. So yeah, we actually got some action in this one. He's gonna mount up now and dismount around me. Guaranteed. He's probably bored out of his mind. This will gather. Yep, there he is. Yep, here he comes. I can't go to there because... There you go, just knock him back. I'll have to start using defense. If he's gonna do this the whole time, I'll have to restart the video. What's going here? Oh, nope. I guess I'm stuck in combat. Let's see. I could probably zone out. We don't want to purge him because that'll put us in combat. I'm gonna go ahead and chug a potion. And I'm frozen again. He is not gonna run out of mana, is he? Does that purge put me in? Yes, it does. Let's see, can I mount up from here? Ooh, got him. Got away. He almost got me, though. Alright, so the purge armor definitely did put me back in combat. So, I'm just right away now, and we're fine. We escaped a gank, but again, we're in flat 8, so if you're not in flat 8, his 8-2, you know, might get you. Yeah, a lot of people flag up and run around before the server restarts, so that's going to hurt our earnings a bit. And that's fine. I mean, we're faction flagged, that's what we get, that's to be expected. Alright. We're back on the wood chopping now. I didn't bring, what's it called? Journals? If you're struggling for money, you should definitely bring journals. Honestly, I'm just hoarding a bunch of journals and resources until this new patch hits, because it should possibly spike up the price of resources. Bots will make the resources worth bottom dollar compared to transmutation fee, and the transmutation fee goes up, therefore the bottom dollar is now more, therefore silver becomes worth less, therefore the economy suffers. But, you know, the devs, you know, apparently they have, you know, whole teams dedicated to this stuff, so we'll see what happens. Yeah, that guy got a whole minute of video in there, so congrats on him. Hey, I do the same thing too, man. I wanna fame up a one-handed sap build, but his mistake was because he's using plate. His damage sucks. Like, also, he could have just went one more tier higher. He's using 8.2. Why not just use 8.3 at this point? Like, you could clearly afford it, dude. This is a dead end zone. Yeah, it is. So why not just use 8? If he had 8.3, I would have been dead. If he was in leather or cloth, which he should have been using a scholar robe. Like if you're gonna be a spellcaster, scholar robe is literally mandatory. There's no reason not to use it. And for those that are wondering, your combat timer is 18 seconds. If you can manage to not touch the other player for 18 seconds, then that's how you exit combat and zone out. Because I could have just zoned there if I didn't hit my purge armor, but if I didn't use purge armor, would I have survived the spells? Because this does give you armor. I'm pretty sure it does. Yeah, damage resistance by 91. So, who knows? I'm not going to run the test to find out if I would have died or not if I had or hadn't used it. It's whatever, because it's already happened. It's behind us now. I'm sure he'll roam around. Now, as a gatherer, the only way to protect that in yellow zones, really, is to use higher tier gear, but that's a huge waste of money. You'll never sell that. The longest piece of equipment I've ever had to wait to sell in this game was a 6'3 lumberjack armor, which no one would buy because there's no reason to. You don't. If you're going to use tier 6 lumberjack armor, it doesn't help you gather higher, but I was a newbie. I didn't know any better. So, yeah. Action-packed gathering in this one, boys. But our numbers will be off, and that's whatever. It's fine. It's to be expected, you know. Well, in this test, the ganker ran you around for a minute. Yep. Sure did. That's fine. It actually happens a lot more than you think. You should still do it, because if he downed me, like, the repair bill on this for 5%, it's not that much. And the repair bill for this other crap isn't that. Okay, the weapon is. Oh, there's another flagged guy. Let's see if I can get him to dismount. And yeah, I could be using an escape weapon instead of a crossbow, but it's what I don't care, man. Like, the crossbow, I want to shoot people. If he wasn't in tier 8 plate armor, I would have fought him, and I would have won, because my weapon would easily overpower him. Even in plate, I would have been able to chunk him for a couple thousand. He was already wounded, too, so I want to say I could have killed him. Like, yeah, he would interrupt my E channel with his root. You know, I just bait that out as I'm running away, and then I would, you know, turn on him and fight. No, I want the pine. Give me the pine saw. The power of pine saw. It's not really pine saw, though. Pine saw doesn't actually have pine in it, does it? I don't know, it's a chemical. Bro, who uses pine saw? Everyone uses, like, actual, like, chemical cleaners these days. Isn't pine saw chemical based? I have no idea. Gosh, how many gathering videos am I gonna mention pine saw? I think I've talked about it in like 4 videos now. What is up with that? Communist Slayer. Nice. Very keck name. Oh, he's doing a transport! Oh no! That's free money, that's 15 hearts worth of monies right there just riding by. I mean, he's on a boar, so it can't really do much, especially in my build. Like, crossbows are not a catch build. Boltcasters, if you can slow them with a bridge watch cape and hit them with a full E, the E continues channeling after they're dismounted, which means you can start hitting the actual player. If they're a naked ox and you press E on them after a bridge watch auto, they die, and you get 15 faction hearts. It's so dumb. It's absolutely Gucci money. Where are we at right now? We're 8 minutes. Only 8 minutes? Dang, I thought this video was longer. What the heck, guys? Is time slowed? Alright, where are we? What are we doing here? Where's our money at? 1.38 versus 1.3. We made 40,000. 40,000 in 8 minutes. 9 minutes. Ugh. Well, I mean, you can minus a minute if you want. Ooh, got that done. In the last video, we did the halfway point. Now we're at the halfway point again. There's no way I'm getting 2,500 in the next 34 minutes, so it ain't happening. It might happen if I hit a bunch of tier 5 trees, maybe? Who knows? I guess we'll find out later in the video, guys, on the next episode of SwoleBenji YouTube. Oh, man. Guys, if this game goes big, if this game gets millions of actual real players and not bots, you realize that giant YouTubers are going to, like, ruin everything for you, right? Giant 6-figure YouTubers are going to make, like, little machinima dramas like they do for Minecraft. Like, I was thumbing around and there's one that's like, someone took like some reality TV series about like The Bachelor or something. I don't watch TV, so I don't know what it's about. It's like a dude that has to pick which woman he wants to marry or something. I don't know, but it was with creepers, and it's like, next on the creepers, which creeper gets the rose box and gets sent home? And then, like, they just explode, and it's really stupid. But you can expect that kind of content for Albion. It's going to be like, the 6 crossbows, or, oh, I'm stealing this, yoink. Daddy Popsy, I'm sorry, bro. These are my logs now. We got numbers to track. I mean, come on, man. You gotta... It's just gonna be cringe. You're gonna have all these, like, other MMO RPG gamers, like, min-maxing the game. You're gonna have some coder. This is the death of hardcore expeditions right here. Some... Ooh, that's mine too. Gives me that. Some coder is gonna make a website and an add-on in a program that reads every single thing that you do in a hardcore expedition, to the point where it can get a parse, you know, like a parse on World of Warcraft, which is a numerical grade, like you're in grade school, like you're a little school child that needs to be disciplined for not DPSing proper. Man, there's a lot of wood choppers out this morning. Not really good. Anyway, I'll finish my thought in a sec. Yo, this guy thinks he can harvest this tree? I don't think so, bro. That's the power of tier 8. Oh, you thought I was going to say pine saw. Alright, so parsing. He's going to make a website. I mean, heck, he'll freaking do it for, what, corrupted dungeons too. Nope, that's also mine. I got all 3 of those. Are you a bot, bro? Maybe. Could be. Well, we kind of turned around there for a sec. And they're going to make these parsing websites and these parsing add-ons, and everyone's going to follow that meta, and anytime that you're in like a raid group or a guild, and you don't make the cut, you make below 85, you're getting benched, you're getting disciplined, you're getting a DKP minus, you don't get any loot from the ZVZ this week, you don't get any re-gears because your parses aren't up to par with the rest of the guild. How dare you? How dare you use guild resources and not have fun with friends? They're going to turn... Like, guilds in this game are already, like, just coworker bullshit. It's like office wagey drama. It's like, oh, these people aren't your friends. They're not your allies. They're not your lifelong compadres. Which is companion in Spanish, by the way. I think. I don't really know if it's... I've just heard it in a movie, so I just thought I'd say it. If there's any Spanish speakers, they can correct me. Oh, are you getting the log? That's... Oh, you're getting the fish. Okay. Yeah, get that fish. What a fun hobby you've got there. So bitter. So bitter against fishing. Benji, why do you hate fishing so much? Oh, here come the Fs in the chat. Just like everyday sheep. I used to just spam sheep in the chat when I wasn't muted and be like, you guys are sheep. You always say F. Yep, here it comes. It's a little slower tonight. Less people on. There's a lot less people on Sundays for some reason. I guess everyone's like, it's like a religion thing, or their families like cuck them into not being able to play video games so they do a bunch of real life bogus crap instead. It's whatever. Oh man, we have got to talk more about stuff. Yes, more talking indeed. Oh man. So yeah, all these guilds, they're not your friends. They just treat you like a cog in a machine. You're just you're the machine that makes them wealthy, and the second you act up or your gears get chipped or you start rattling or squeaking, you know, they just replace you with a new cog. You're meaningless to them. In 10 years you won't remember any of their names. You won't remember any of the adventures that you went on with them. You'll just have an account that's rotting away because you don't play the game anymore, but it still goes on like Eve, where your account is filled with these looties and this fame points that's been redone 100 times. The devs will probably have nerfed or changed things, but not compensated you for it. So what I mean by that is, whenever they introduced the new faction system, people that grinded out, it basically exalted. I don't know what it was called. They grinded out the maximum rank possible for every faction. You know what the new update did to them? Well, you got to choose one faction to keep those points, and the rest of the factions got reset to 0. And that invalidated all of your grinding. So, why is that fun or fair or cool? So, not only will your account be less effective 10 years from now, if it still exists. Oh crap, that just alerted the zone. If they hit you, it starts showing up with the sword icons. So they're all gonna come up here now, and they're all gonna attack. Like that Froststaff boy is probably still roaming around. Why is he outside of his capital trying to PvP anyway? Is he trying to attack tree harvesters? I don't get it. Like, whenever I go gank, like, I'll flag up for Bridgewatch and I'll come here and gank. I won't hang outside the entrance of Bridgewatch. Like, that makes no sense. Right? There's usually, like, one guy that'll be there flagged up on a different faction and that's it. So 10 years from now, you're not gonna remember any of those people you raided with. They're not gonna. They'll be richer because of your work. Like, that's what I don't get. Like map scouts. Yeah, you're getting paid to scout a map. Sure. Why not be in the group that hired the scout and you'll get way more? Like, it's just cuck work. It's like, why do you work at a fast food place if you're like the trash dumpster person and not the cook or the manager or the shift leader or the whatever? Why do you work at a grocery store and just stay a bagger forever? I get it, you have to start out at the bottom and work your way up, but if you're just the bag boy or janitor at a grocery store, why don't you become the manager? Like, why? You know, I mean, unless you just don't want the responsibility or work, which, I mean, I'll agree with, like, being a manager at a grocery store sucks, but why would you stay the bagger? You know, you have to do all the shit jobs, you have to deal with all the shit people. Why not be somewhere in the middle at least? And even then, it's like, why work there if everyone's just insufferable assholes that hate your guts? And I mean, I never had that problem at any jobs I've ever worked at. Everyone always liked me. I was like the friendly guy. Everyone kind of counted on me, relied on me. But I had plenty of people above and below me that were just awful at their work and gave me, basically their existence gave me more work to do. And why would you put yourself through that in a video game? Why would you do that? Like I get it. There's people out there that think that they need the guild. You need to be an arch to do tier 8 dungeons. Well, why do you need to do tier 8 dungeons? Oh, for the fame. Do you need the fame? There's plenty of other ways to do it without having to bend the knee and suckle on the toes. But it's most efficient. It really isn't. But even if it was the most efficient, you still have to give up your freedoms. You have to give up, like, your choice freedoms, your speech freedoms. Why would you ever do that? I would rather keep those freedoms and, you know, not make as much. How about that, you know? I would rather speak my mind and wear whatever I want to wear and not have some, you know, guy that can barely speak my own language yelling over the microphone at the top of his lungs like I've just committed, you know, mass murder. It's weird to think about. It makes no real sense why people do this in video games. I mean, I get it. I literally did it a year ago in World of Warcraft. I had to join a guild and, you know, parse high and do my due diligence to, like, get to know everyone and be on their best side and, you know, talk to them about their interests. It's it's like, instead of seducing a girl, it's like you're seducing your bros, you know, while they toke up and get high and they suck on the Zaza and the ganja or whatever the hell they call it. I have to approve of their stupid, a fiver. Their stupid, degenerate, unhealthy habits that are just extreme cringe. Like, why should I ever have to do that for anybody? Why not just call them a cuck and say that smoking is stupid? You know, like, there's no real reason for me to support their stupid, illegal habits. Ooh, this guy's also a fiver. Hell yeah, this is big money. I gotta go up here more often, right? Up here in this little weird circle thing. I'm glad I actually decided to snipe that. So I'm gonna snipe this guy because he might be a 5 node as well. Can I just knock back and snipe him? Nope. There we go, and he's down, and he's a 3 out of 5. And then, you know, I was, but the thing is I wasn't fully acting. I was, like, legit putting aside my differences and my judgments and my basically my essence of who I am, so I can mesh well with these people and grow with them as a guild and continue to play with them for the longest time. And you know what they did? Like, once I got the gear that I wanted, that I set out to get in WoW, I was like, okay, you know, I've had enough of humoring them with their habits and hobbies and their degenerate interests and and helping them with every little freaking thing that they ask for. It's time for them to do a little bit of the same for me. Let's see if they'll do it. So I started showing my true colors and my true self, and 3 days later I'm gone. Oh man, it reset the mob because I knocked him too far away. Like, really, dude? Hello? He's bugged now. Yeah, oh, what? What the heck? Ooh, let's snipe this guy. Hello, lag? Can you not lag for me? Yeah, we're actually killing mobs in this one, because tier 5 mobs are actually worth killing sometimes. And I just want to use my crossbow a little bit. Ooh, 5 hits. Yes, let's use our armor. Look how fast this is. Big chungus money right here. Another 5er. Yes. So how is that fair? Because for 8 months, it was 8 months of me serving them, essentially, but the second that I became the squeaky gear, you know, or the gear started malfunctioning in the machine, they were just like, nah. And it's not like I wasn't performing. I was still parsing high, I was still getting world buffs, which is a pain in the ass in that game. If you never played it, you have to dedicate hours and hours to travel all around the world to get these dumb buffs and make sure you don't die. Okay, that guy rode by. I hate when they ride in the corner, because it's hard to tell. The nameplate's in the way. I know I can change it. Where are we at on time? 21 minutes, so we still got more time. Enchanted. Of course we're going to cut that down. Where are we at on money? 144. And, you know, I was still helping people. I wasn't being a dick to anyone. I wasn't being a dick to anyone in the guild. Let's say that. I wasn't being harassment or judgmental or anything to anyone in the guild, because I consider them my best bros and that I would, you know, do anything for them, right? No, I started being an ass to people outside of the guild. Just literal randoms, because that's what I wanted to do in the game. I had my gear, it's time to make people pay. So I would go to noob zones and gank lobbies on the enemy frickin' faction, the enemy faction. They didn't like that very much, but they're like, well, the rule is, you know, I'm not gonna say he can't PvP, so they tolerated it, right? It was tolerated to them. And I don't know that they don't watch my Albion vids. They definitely watch the don't join a guild vids. Every single Discord I've ever been part of has, because I have spies in all these Discords. I have people that rat them out. And they always bring up my name, like every other month. It's like I live I live rent-free in their heads, right? And I just don't get it. Like, I was ganking other people, so they tolerated that. And that was like, you know, they started, you know, distancing themselves from me, not liking me after that. But they still kept me around because I was useful, right? And then 20 minutes. And then I decided I'm going to go after the bracket stacking bots in WoW. Which technically benefits everyone. It's botting. It's literal cheating and botting. But these people would cope saying that their real lives are too busy. Because, again, these guys worked office jobs, you know, 10, 12 hours a day. The whole point about that is, if you're working an office job trying to play World of Warcraft, you're not supposed to get rank 14 or the High Warlord Grand Marshal titles. That's reserved for no-lifers like me, okay? That's not reserved for office normies that can only play casually. That's how the game was designed and set up, but nope, they use like hundreds and hundreds of bot accounts. They hired Chinese sites to do all this botting, and so I messed with them. I mind controlled the bots and ran them into corners every single day, every hour of the day, because there wasn't anything else to do in the game. The server I had actually played on, the Alliance had all quit, because they were being ganked too much. So I messed with the bracket stacking bots, because I gotta mess with something. And, you know, I'm doing the righteousness. I'm stopping the bots. I'm literally fighting botters. And then the botters, they start using, you know, like, oh, you're never going to be in a guild again. We're going to talk to your guild leader and you're going to be in trouble. And so all these bot supporters started hating on the guild. And the guild was like, yo, you got to cut this shit out, man. What the hell, man? We're getting a lot of heat. If they were my friends, if they were like legit my friends, they would back me up. But they didn't. Of course they didn't. Why would they? I'm just a cog in the machine. They don't have a reason to back me up, right? And I was a healer in the guild too. I was a freaking healer. Like, one of the most useful and rarest classes in that game. But no, they bend the knee to complete strangers that they don't talk to. They bend the knee to strangers that they don't even associate with. And for what reason? Because I'm messing with bots? So what? Who cares? They should have joined in and ganked the bots. I even rallied a bunch of people to help join and gank and you know, attack the bots too. I even used my YouTube channel to have people join the server and attack the bots. It was great. You know, it brought a lot of attention to it, though nothing really changed. They're still doing it to this day. And you'd say that my fight was in vain, but essentially, it was fun. It was memorable. It's something that I will always have and cherish. And you know what they'll have and cherish? From kicking me from their guild, and they still to this day have not replaced me. Like, they still have not found as good of a healer as me to replace them. They've tried a bunch of healers that are all like pot-smoking idiots that can't coordinate, you know, how to play whack-a-mole in a video game with health bars. It's really fun. It's really messed. But like, the point is that now that they seethe because they see me as the villain. Like, I'm the bad guy. Like, I'm the one who went mental when it's not me that went mental. It's them that lost their integrity of backing up their literal brothers in arms, right? Oh, man. These guys have a lot of notes. People aren't killing the monsters anymore. It's kind of weird. Alright, we got 26 minutes. I think we got a pretty good haul, even though we were chased around a minute. I technically, you know, I could do one more minute. We could just do that so we get an accurate number or something. I don't know, man. But, I mean, that's how guilds in Albion are. They don't care about you. They do not care about you at all, or what happens to you. You're just a liability or an asset. If you benefit the guild and you don't cause any trouble, then they keep you around and they'll feed you scraps from the earnings. Because, you know, these guild leaders, like, even in the guild I was in, it was something called DKP, which is like you earn these points by being, you know, showing up on time and participating like a fucking job. Like a literal fucking job, right? Which is fine, because the alternative... Oh, that guy's dismounted. Can I hurt him? Let's see what he's fishing. Nature Staff. I ain't fucking with Nature Staff, dude. They'll just heal. They'll heal forever. That's a no from me. We don't fight Nature Staffs. Y'all should learn by now that Nature Staff is scary, man. Is that gonna reset them? Oh, no, it's not. Okay, cool. Just a two-hitter? Come on, bro. No, I don't want to get hit by that. It's a freaking damage overtime. Gosh. Don't make me do it. But I can still chop fast enough not the damage overtime to interrupt me. Alright, what else? What were we talking about again? We were talking about, I did eat the pork pie today. Okay, yes. We're talking about guilds and stuff like that. Man, I've completely blanked. Guys, making YouTube videos every day, it just rots your brain. That and black mold and doing way too much cardio to the point where you can't talk anymore without your voice going like this. Yeah, I'm dying, guys. I'm just legit dying. I'm sorry. Albion killed me. Man, if I was a Skinner, I could get a 5-2 from that bear. That's fine, though. No, it's gonna alert the zone. No, what have I done? Oh no, boo-hoo. And we got like a few minutes left. Oh, this is a really bad path. Why did I even go this way? Maybe for that. We can go invisible and they drop aggro. That's why you use the spectral bore, guys. That's why we spectral bore it up in this channel. The trick is to weave yourself between the wolves so that they don't aggro you and you can get the tree. So, do you want to join a guild, make no memories, make some virtual bullshit currency and spec and leveling that doesn't matter to you? Like, yeah, I'll have that World of Warcraft character till the servers die, which, with the way Blizzard's going, probably soon, right? But, like, it's not the gear that mattered, it's supposed to be the experiences with the people, but these guys were just office normies, and they would just log off and stay logged off. They wouldn't play in the game and gank with the gear that they earned. They wouldn't do anything creative in the game with the gear that they earned. You know what I've been doing in Albion with my 8.3? I've been mathing out the efficiency of dungeons. I've been ganking with it in yellow zones. Which, why do people get upset by that? They're like, oh, you're hurting newbies. They would rather me go to a red zone and take people's actual legit gear and then watch as they uninstall the game because they wore like a giant freaking set of super expensive gear that they credit carded or got given by a friend that quit. I don't understand the logic. And like, how is that any better? Right? Some of these people that play this game, their countries are literally starving them to death and they have no choice. Like, there are people in Venezuela that have to play RuneScape, they have to play World of Warcraft, they have to play this to survive because there's no jobs that pay worth a damn. But, like, first world countries will pay them to farm virtual currency for them. I mean, I know a bunch of them that are freaking doing that, not on Albion, but like on World of Warcraft. They have to do it, or they starve, or they die. They can't feed their families. They can't own a house. I'm right there with them. I'm not Venezuelan, but like I'm literally right there in the same situation, living in a van. Like I have no exact real way to crawl out of this mess. Yes, we've hit the 30-minute mark. We're gonna go 1 minute because of the ganker at the start of the video. Which I'm just assuming is 1 minute because it took 1 minute to get my Wanderlust boots back. And then we'll look at how much we earned. I will say that I think we earned more logs doing the tier 4 zones. Oh, that's you know what? That's a Bridgewatch blob, and they're capping that. I need to get in on that. Just touch the circle. Just gotta touch the circle. Oh, someone said if you attack the mob, like the Guardian here, that you get more faction points. So I'm gonna do that real quick. And then we had like 30 more seconds of woodcutting, which is fine. It's not that much. Alright, so we've touched the circle, it's filling up, we're good. We can leave now. Alright, let's get like 30 more seconds of wood. And then we'll see how much we made. Alright. So, guys, speaking of, I think last video I talked about joining my guild. That's the thing, like, when I make a guild, everyone is gonna be, like, the closest Chads. Like, you've seen the movie 300 Spartans. That's what I want to do in video games, but instead of, like, fighting off the Persians at the Hoth Gates or whatever it was. Is that Star Wars Hoth Gates? I think that's Star Wars. Okay, we'll end it with this boy, this big, juicy 5-1. I say that and then I keep moving, looking for more trees. Gotta get more trees, bro. Okay, we'll end it with this chestnut log. Hey guys, this is... Oh, you see that? That Hellgate just appeared. Literally just spawned. And look at these guys. Huh, isn't that sus? Maybe... no, they used a Hellgate map. That's what that is. That's why that appeared that way. And that's why they immediately beelined into it. I was gonna say, is that ESP? Did they ESP that? No, they burned a freaking map and it spawned really close. That's all. There's nothing really sus about that. It's just interesting to see. Have fun in your Hellgates with your healer. Okay, last tree, I swear, last tree. Okay, last tree, I swear. I'm just memeing, guys. I'm just memeing. Let's get the totals now. Okay, we were at 1.34 million, and now we're at 1.5. So that's 1.6, 160k, which is worse. It's worse. It's worse than tier 4s, dude. How? Why is it worse than tier 4s? This is stupid. What? Who made this game? What are you wearing? Oh, you're the nature guy. Okay, well, that's the video, guys. Use the link in the Discord if you want to join the Chad gamers. Not to have your... I mean, yeah, you could have your solo guild in as an alliance member. We can coordinate that way, but I'm looking for people to do group content with, to, you know, to establish a new tier 4 and tier 5 3-man crossbow meta. I think we can do it. I just need volunteers. People to make memories in video games with. People don't care about videos where you just chop wood all day. They won't remember that. 10 years from now, when you're in the old folk... 10 years from now. When you're in the old folks' home, you know, in your fancy first world country, right? When you're hooked up to the virtual tubes and getting fed holograms in the future. I don't know what the future will hold, but the point is, we need to make content that is unforgettable. It's memorable, it's funny, not so much useful. It doesn't have to be useful, but it needs to be funny and memorable and shocking and crazy and just entertaining. Okay, guys? That's the whole point. And it's not just Albion. If you want to do stuff with me like in Rust, like, yeah, you can play Rust, you can play like a little 3-man clan squad and get some AKs and shoot people. That's what everyone does. But if you got like 20 or 30 people, and you joined a server and you made a giant death, you know, ball, something. I don't know, if you just crashed 1 million helicopters into a base while screaming over the mic. Just funny stuff like that, man. Like, there's so much funny things that people can do. Ooh, that's scary. That guy's gonna hit real hard. 8-3 mace. We need to make memories, man. Anyway, I'm SwoleBenji. Thanks for watching. For the future me that watches this wanting to know how much the tier 4 made, or the tier 5 zone made us 160k in 30 minutes with tier 8 gear. So, as always, be a bro, stay swole. Make sure you return your shop carts, and I'll see you in the next one.